Hello there. So I've made a few movies lately about all the steps I'm taking to try and become more independent with my mobility issues and how that contributes to my flourishing. And I wrote a blog recently about getting a rollator, which has been a big adventure, a big learning curve for me. Well, last Friday, I went on the tram with the rollator for the first time on my own. And I saw quite a lot of interesting things. First of all, I got really anxious about getting to the tram, not missing it, how it was all going to work, much more anxious than I'd normally get. But I made it to the tram. It was all fine. But it was Friday afternoon, so it was getting kind of busy. And the way Dutch trams are arranged, it's perfectly fine to take your rollator on the tram, but you need to go into the central area halfway down the tram where the sort of ticket assistant sits, and where there's room for buggies and wheelchairs, rollators, prams. And when the tram doors opened and I went in, there was a young woman sitting with her buggy already in the space and her baby on her lap. And I wasn't expecting this, being sort of quite, focused on myself, my rollator, getting on the tram. And of course, the tram did what it always did. As soon as I got on, it moved off. So there was I wobbling in the middle of the space. And there's only one double seat. That was the thing that floored me. I thought there was another seat to the right, but there isn't. There's only one double seat. And this woman was sitting with her baby on the seat. But she very kindly put her hand out, gave me something to hold on to, and I sat down next to her. That was all fine. So I parked my rollator next to her buggy. But as I said, actually the space is quite small. So people had to sort of maneuver past us a bit. And they were patient, it was okay. But then another young woman got on with her baby in a pram, and she parked over the other side. And there I was, my rollator between the two prams, and now quite a narrow place for people to walk through. And I remember thinking that if I'd been coming on the tram with my sticks, with my Nordic walking sticks, I'd have been quite irritated, because with anyone with mobility issues, it's not a very easy space to negotiate. So I thought about it a bit and realized that I hadn't designed the tram. I was trying to be as conscious and as tidily out of the way as I possibly could. So then I relaxed a little bit. And then the baby sitting on my right filled her nappy. So this terrible smell permeated the whole area, with me sitting with my rollator and the women with their babies. Well, it all turned out all right. I got to my stop. I managed, it was all fine. I got to my art class perfectly on time. The weather was glorious, just very cold. But it got me thinking about needing a little bit of courage and determination, because it's not only getting the things that will help us with our mobility, it's also finding the place in yourself to relax with it. And since the walk to the tram, I've had quite a lot of pain in my back. So I realized that I was walking to the tram in a much too tense and anxious way, and I need to walk in a more relaxed way. It's a longer walk than I'm used to, but it's good for me. My body felt great apart from the ache in my back. So another step in my flourishing, even more determination. And as always, I'd love to hear if anyone has just done something for the first time as they're working with their physical limitations as they age. Take care.